Hey guys, it's Darian back with another video, and I intended to make this video like 2 weeks ago, but I've just been so busy with college apps and shit, so I just got the time to do it. It's currently 6:21. I came back from a run. I did a little ab workout and did a little bit of grooming, not the EDP kind, but you know what I mean. Like I shaved up a bit. Uh, anyways, um, 2 weeks ago I got cut for the fourth and final time from my basketball team. Uh, I was disappointed, of course, at first, but I've come to realize that getting cut wasn't all that bad. Uh, in fact, I think even though I never played a single minute of high school basketball, it's probably the highlight of my entire high school experience. And I just wanted to tell you guys some of the things that I learned from basketball because it was probably one of the best teachers I've ever had. Basketball taught me things like a normal classroom could never teach. And even though I never played, it still taught me those things. So, first of all, biggest thing, discipline. Uh, you have to be disciplined if you want to pursue anything in life, anything worth pursuing. And um, I've told you guys about my story, how I wake up at like fucking 3, 4 in the morning, um, and working out, continuing to push even if I don't really want to. Basketball taught me those things. Um, I started doing that shit before David Goggins became popular and like the grind thing was popularized. Um, I've been doing this shit. I run this shit. Uh, and and the discipline part is so important because not only can I use it for other endeavors in life. I'm using it right now actually. I wake up super early and finish my college app shit. So I basically have like 6 more hours to another day. Although I'm cutting out sleep, which is probably not the best thing, but I need to work on that as well. But discipline, waking up, working out, you know, it's, it's very, very necessary. Discipline is going to come handy in everything. There are going to be days in any, job or anything you want to pursue, whether it be a relationship too, where you just don't feel it. But you have to persist, you have to push through. Speaking of persist, the next thing I learned was persistence. It takes a stupid person to try out 4 times, and and that that stupidity is kind of needed sometimes in life. Um, you have to be patient with the process. You have to trust the process, and although I trusted the process, I didn't make it. But um, what was I gonna say? Even if you don't, even if I had like 4 more years of high school, I still would have done the exact same thing. Like if high school was like 8 years hypothetically, I still would try out 4 times because I'm fucking stupid as shit. But um, what was I gonna say? You have to be persistent in your goals. You have to keep getting them. I remember on the last day of school, junior year, so like 3 or 4 months ago, I was waiting outside the coach's office for like an hour before school started, begging him if I could play with the team during summer. Because I knew they were playing in summer and I wanted to be a part of that. And I wanted to, like just interact with the people on the team. And at first, he didn't let me. Like, he was like, oh, people can only just shut the fuck up, bitch. I was like, I didn't actually slap him, but you know what I mean, right? Like, I kept saying, like, I don't care. Like, I want to play, coach. Like, this is my last time. I want to give it my all. Um, and yeah, like, another thing also in persistence, like, you have to be prepared to give it your all. Even though I didn't make it, there's not a single point where I can say, oh, I could have went harder. And for me, that's what's important because it would fucking haunt me if for the rest of my life if I was like, oh, I could have done a bit harder in that era or I could have like done an extra workout. And Oh shit, my screen just went black. I don't know why, but I could have done this extra workout. I could have, applied myself more. That shit fucking haunts me. In fact, I wish I did less because I didn't make the team, but I was still working out 3, 4 times a day, and you know, yeah, persistence. You gotta be a go getter. Third thing, physique, physique and diet. This is like a combo type thing. Uh, Without basketball, I wouldn't have had a reason to, follow a diet. I was in track though, but you know, I wasn't really too. I'm not too really too passionate about track the same way I'm with basketball. Uh, so every time I like think of getting a soda, I'd be like, do I really need this? Is this? Oh, I'm getting a little bit bigger. I'd be like, do I really need this? Would I be better off without it? And usually the answer is no. There's this one quote by fucking Alfred from Batman, and it's like usually the hardest thing to do and the right thing to do are the same things. Was it hard to give up that Coke? Yes. Was it the right thing to do? Also, yes. So yeah, that's also a good rule to remember. So if you're taking notes like a fucking nerd, uh, write that shit down. Uh, you know, the hardest thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing. And the diet part's also very important, like facet that comes under discipline. You have to be disciplined when following a strict diet. You know, even when I go out to get food, I'll go to like Chipotle or Cava or something. Uh, even if they're, you know, not the best options, I should probably be making my own food or eating my mom's food. They're better than fucking McDonald's. You know, just fat shit it's just fat shit going down your mouth. So allergies are fucking killing me. Like it's like hitting me from the back every time I go outside. It's like, anyways. Also physique. Basketball gave me a really good physique. It pushed me to not only build a physique that I was confident in myself with, because in the court you don't want to get bodied by some guy, but also it gave me a type of lifting that I was satisfied with. I don't want to be. I want like that athletic Omni Man physique, not Omni Man. Like what's his son's name? Invincible's physique. Like the Spider Man physique, and those are emphasized by not being too big per se, but more explosive and like looking strong. It's like kind of more aesthetic. And basketball gave me that physique too. Fourth thing I learned from basketball, the balls to dream. Okay. Anyways, the balls to dream. It's how to be passionate about something. And even though I knew when I started this, I don't know if I was gonna make it. Even if I did make it in high school, college would be. One second, let me blow my nose. Don't ask me why I have the tissues on quick draw, but yeah, basketball gave me the balls to dream and how to be passionate about something, even though you don't know if you're gonna succeed. I knew when I first started out, I wasn't gonna succeed. I mean, there was a very low chance I was gonna succeed. My school is very political when it comes to basketball. There's a lot of like politics stuff, on who gets to play. Even if I did make the team, I don't know if I would have had play time. There's a lot of stuff. And even though I knew in the back of my mind, this might not work out. The front of my mind was like, go do this shit. Like, it doesn't matter. It truly does not matter. I was talking to one of my friends about this, and I was telling him, your losses do not count. If you think about it, your losses do not count. Because the only way you can truly lose is if you shut everything off. In life, there is no losing. There's no such thing as losing. I mean, unless you're talking about like a game or something, or like an individual game, there's losing that. But life as a general, there's no such thing as losing. No one remembers your losses. In fact, you forget your losses. You don't remember that time where you failed. Maybe you do, but that's probably to, help you in the future, subconsciously remembering it. Uh, Only your wins count. And even though I didn't win, my losses were lessons. And also the balls to dream in this, section. It's confidence. In fact, it's an level of overconfidence. You want to you want to be the healthy level of confidence is now said to be overconfident. Uh, because people's confidence and self-esteem in themselves is so low, having a normal amount of confidence seems like overconfidence. Not cocky though, but if you're watching this and you want to take away one thing from the video, be a tad overconfident. You know, it's having confidence is not being like, oh, I'm better than that guy. I'm better than that guy. It's having the trust in yourself to be better. Like, you trust yourself to be better than that guy. You don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to be in everyone's face about it. It's the trust in yourself to be better. Not better than a person per se, but the trust in yourself to be better than yourself yesterday. You know, some inspirational type shit. Last one. Basketball made me wiser. And this was probably the last thing I learned from basketball. It's like I said in the beginning of the video, after I got cut, I was able to look beyond the visible. If you look at it statistically, basketball has been a failure for me. Other than my AAU medals, my AAU trophies, just school basketball, absolute failure. I never even got to get on a court, a roster. I never even had a jersey. During tryouts, I didn't have a locker to put my stuff in. All 4 years, I would just leave it on the ground somewhere, and someone one time robbed me of my soap. And this year too, someone robbed my towel. I don't know where it went to this day. I I had to get one of the towels from like the used towels in the locker room. Anyways, it was, even though basketball has been a complete dumpster fire for me, I was able to look beyond the visible. The connections I made, the trainers I met, the coaches I met, the people I met. Not only that, the lessons I learned. All of them. And it's not just these 5 things I learned from basketball. I could go on for like an entire live stream about basketball, but I don't have the time. I have to get to school. It's like 6:30 right now. Yeah, like basketball gave me the balls to dream, and no, I mean basketball made me wiser, and it made me look beyond the visible. Even though my entire basketball career can be summed up as 0, like it's actually non-existent, it was probably still the best thing I've went through in my life. I'm the type of guy that prays for more problems. I pray for character building. I pray for lore, and basketball made me a better person. Even though I got cut, I still wake up at 4 because no one does that shit. It makes me feel better than people. Like I'll be in school walking around like, he doesn't wake up at 4. She doesn't wake up at 4. I'm better than them. I ran 3 miles today. Like I feel a bit of satisfaction in that, and that might make me a bad person, but I don't give a fuck. So yeah, it made me wiser. And if any of you guys still are watching this, you're probably interested in my journey. And so now I want to transition to my current goals. Right now, my biggest priority is getting these fucking college apps done. I am so sick and tired of writing fucking essays. It is genuinely, if you're like a junior watching this shit, like, prepare yourself. Even though I have like release periods and shit now, it's still not enough time to like do this shit. It's not even time. It's like I don't have the fucking discipline to do it, but basketball gave me that shit. So transitioning back to that, basketball gave me the discipline. So I've been powering through these essays. I've been writing like 2 essays a day, and like that might sound like a lot if you haven't done it, but do it. If you're like a younger kid watching this, you will realize how fucking, anyways, I need to finish the Common App essays. I need to finish the fucking supplemental essays. Um, what else? Oh yeah, my current goals. After that, I I don't want to talk about it right now, but I do have something else that I'm gonna dedicate all of this time and energy to. Uh, I still want to work on music. Music's like a hobby of mine. It's not. I'm not. I love creating stuff. I'm a creative at heart, so I'm still probably gonna keep making music. And yeah, that's about it. Um, I'll really, really try to be more consistent with my uploads. I don't know if any of you care, but I care. I want to, make more uploads, maybe get some clout. Speaking of clout, subscribe and like the video. I need some clout. See you guys later.